welcome to Chiang Mai. My name's Dane, this is Professor in Progress. I'm, I suppose, officially starting my fieldwork today, or at least the preparations for it. The first stretch, like a few months or so, I'm going to be in Chiang Mai organising things and talking to like academic people and that sort of thing. So it's not till about April, I think, that I'm actually going to move permanently to the village. Although I will visit once or twice during this period. It was a bit delayed getting out of the airport because my bags got sent to the wrong terminal and I had to wander around not knowing where they were. But that worked out, all good. And I'm staying at my friend's place who I met at a conference like a couple of months ago in Sydney. So +1 networking. I'm staying here for about a week and then she's returning to Thailand to probably use the place, so I'm going to shift somewhere else. But this is really helpful just to land somewhere so I don't have to stress about organising accommodation the first day I'm here. So first on my agenda is going to be sending out some emails. I've got to organise catching up with my contact at Chiang Mai University and also catching up with my contact in the Catholic Church, who is also a Korean scholar. But since I just arrived, I think I'm going to use today and maybe tomorrow just to relax and chill out, go to some familiar places, eat some good food, and I'll hopefully get stuck into working hard by the end of the week. But right now, I'm going to have a shower. So I haven't been doing much the last couple of days. I've just been kind of hanging out, relaxing and stuff. It's currently very early Sunday morning, about 4 in the morning I think. So once the sun comes up and I've had some sleep, I'm going to move into my own place that I'm going to be staying the next few months. So I'll show you that shortly. But I wanted to just quickly talk firstly about kind of the first instance of blurring between what's data and what's not for an anthropologist. If there's one thing I've heard every anthropologist say, it's that everything is data. And I've kind of been mindful of that since I landed here, even though I'm not actually talking to people that I had planned to talk to, and I'm not specifically going out of my way to gather data. I'm in the country where I'm doing my research, so yeah. I went out to a club. I was like the only Westerner in the place, which was kind of interesting. Actually, not that much of a hindrance because at the best of times, in a nightclub, no matter what language people are speaking, you can't understand what's going on, so it was alright. And it was interesting as kind of a blurred lines kind of situation because today is the National Children's Day in Thailand, and my project, if you haven't gathered by now, I'm focusing on children's perspectives of Thai culture and what children represent in Thai society and how they're viewed and what kind of agency they have and such. So today's national holiday is actually quite significant for my project, and I'll be documenting it more closely next year when I'm actually in the village on Children's Day. There was actually a video uploaded to the school's Facebook page today that I was taking notice of. But of note was that in the club tonight, a lot of the people attending were like dressed in school uniform. Now, the university students here have a uniform as well, but I'm pretty sure it is slightly different to the school uniform. I'm pretty sure people were deliberately dressing up as school kids for the day, which makes sense. So that's kind of interesting. And I heard the DJ talking, I didn't understand all of it, but he was saying something about kids and being a kid. And I'm seeing on Facebook a lot of posts about remembrance, about what it was like to be a kid, nostalgia for being a child again, and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's sort of stuff in what was just a personal social outing is actually surprisingly relevant to what I'm here to do. But yeah, like little encounters like that are not part of my research, that are just me having a social activity because I'm still a human being. I still take things from that will inform my project. And that's kind of interesting. So my battery is about to die, so I'll stop talking about this and continue on with the moving that's going to happen tomorrow or today. But yeah, I just thought that was noteworthy. So if you only speak English, Thailand's generally pretty user-friendly in the cities. If you're staying here more long-term though, when Thai starts to become much more useful is when you're looking for accommodation. Most young people in the city tend to live in these big condominium buildings. There's one right here. Got an older one. There's like two more just around me. They're pretty much everywhere. So it's pretty simple. You just basically rock up, ask for a room. If they have a room, you get a room, and you pay monthly, often in advance. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. You just move straight in. There's no application process or anything, and people just like live in these places permanently. So in Australian dollars, a basic room with Wi-Fi and stuff will set you back pretty much like $50 to $100 a week, depending on how good a room you want. I mean, you can go cheaper, but I wouldn't. Some of the buildings are quite old and crappy though, like poorly maintained, and there's a lot of mold in the bathrooms and poor ventilation and stuff, but they're always happy to show you the rooms before you move in or sign anything. And I mean, if you didn't speak any Thai, you could probably get by just miming through it, but living arrangements are kind of important, so you want to kind of minimize what's lost in translation, I think. So that's going to be my building over in the distance there. That's where I'm walking to. It's a bit of a trek from where I've been staying, but I need the exercise. I walked around and just asked at a whole bunch of places, I think Friday. Lots of places were full, actually. That police officer just gave me a funny look because I'm talking to myself. But yeah, settled on this place. It's near where I've stayed before, and pretty new building, nice room. Got the keys. It's boiling today. Okay, so let me give you a tour. The room comes with a bright pink refrigerator, nice shiny bathroom. So it's a bit smaller than my friend's place, but it is a much bigger building, so I'm pretty happy with this. I've got a couch, bed, just got to provide my own bedding. That's why the room's a little bit cheaper. This room, I've forgotten, I just paid the rent for 3 months and I've forgotten. This room I think was about 4,500 baht per month, which is that much in Australian money, plus a little extra for utilities and stuff. Internet's free though, or included in the 4,500 baht, so that's cool. Yet to determine how good the internet is though, so we'll see. Got air conditioning, a fan mounted to the wall, I've got a wardrobe, a TV, a desk, a table, got a little outdoor sink area, washing up area, a little balcony, and a view of Doi Satep, which is a mountain over there, which I should go and visit sometime. It's pretty cool. So I think that should do for this episode. As for how things are coming along with me being organised, I've arranged a meeting with my supervisor's friend at Chiang Mai University this week on Tuesday, so we can go and talk about my project and find out what resources I can use at the university and all of that sort of thing. And I'm still waiting to hear back from the priest I'm in touch with at the Catholic Church, who is going to help me out with some Karen language lessons from somebody. I don't know. So if he doesn't get back to me soon, I guess I'll just talk to people at Chiang Mai University about organising that through them instead. But like, he's just a very busy man. I've emailed him back and forth a little bit already, and sometimes he emails me back straight away and sometimes it takes a long time. But that's just because he works really hard doing a lot of different things, so he's a good person for me to be in touch with. Oh, you'll also notice I shaved the beard off. That's a couple of reasons. It's easier to pack just a razor than a razor and a beard trimmer, and it looks more professional in Thailand. Thai business people tend not to have beards as much as Westerners, so clean shaven is generally the preferred look, and I want to be somewhat professional looking. And the other reason, I guess, is because it makes me look a bit younger, and I am going to be working with kids a lot, and I just kind of want to fit in as much as possible. As this person, whose name escapes me right now, but you can see it on the screen, wrote, when researching with kids, anthropologists typically try to take the least adult role acknowledging, of course, that we're not kids and we can't pass as kids, obviously, but it's a similar issue anthropologists face anywhere, though. You can't pass as a local, you can't go native in any pure sense of the term. You just kind of do your best to fit in, and people kind of take that same approach with working with kids these days. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll keep you updated if anything else interesting happens while I'm in Chiang Mai. I'm going to be here a couple of months, I think, doing language stuff before I go to the village. So until next time, thanks for watching, and please click subscribe. Hopefully these will be a little more active and interesting to watch now that I'm actually in Thailand. So I'm keen to see what I get up to, and I hope you are too.